because you got somebody you can call on. The energy is in here. Maybe so much. I always know what it is, because you know your tongue can cut. Watch what you say to your son ever. And then you want to call us up to come in and play the damn cops. Walk in the house, and dads, it's a beast. There's gonna be some vampires in there. Like, damn, they look like people, don't they? You think they human? Ready to give up? Everybody was there. Cousins, grandpa with a cane. I said, damn, y'all want to fight the man just because he want to see us see? Whether the door locked or not. You think my psychology always going to work? Hell no. Some brothers are straight third. I don't want to hear that. You got 3 master's degree. You ain't my master. Damn. Doctor Who. I ain't never seen you on Oprah. Stop laughing. Up under your skirt and never get that masculine structure, he might start wanting to wear one. He will fix himself. I'm healthy as a mother. We ain't gonna talk about that. I know you want to shake her to death, but you can't, because you'll get a restraining order. Guilty as hell. And if you think that she's not even cute, hey, why you playing with your meat, son? I can't do that. But I can't come out and tell her that. And she become the biggest buck wild at Morgan. Yeah, and a few other people. My God, there's nothing worse than going in front of a white man and say, can I see my daughter? And one time the judge looked at me and said, wait a minute, I know your face. I said, oh, shit. He was on YouTube. Judge knew who I was, but I was able to get out of it. Because he would have never gave me my baby. I know what I'm talking about. When I'm done, they don't want sex no more. Homo, hetero, nothing. Every time I wanted a cookie, I saw a herpes. Damn, damn. And fellas, I want to be clear now. When we go back to take over the community, because we're going to have to do it, gentlemen, you can't expect the cops to fix this, because they started it. But I want to be clear, and I know some of us love our children, but some of our children are so far gone that we're going to have to put some of them to sleep in order to take back the neighborhood. Some of y'all don't want to hear that because you don't live in reality. But I'm telling you, as a psychologist, I'm not going to be able to psychologize all of them on the corner. Some of them going to sleep for good, for good, for good.
All right, thank y'all so much for tuning on in. It's going to be a shorter live stream. We live streamed a little bit earlier. I'm going to get to this other video so we get a little bit caught up on Umar Johnson fiasco. Thank y'all so much for tuning on in. Click first chat. Let's get into it. Let's go.
FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. It's 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 coming. Oh, it's coming. FDMG is coming. FDMG is coming. Thought his personality be twerking. It's twerking.
All right, thank y'all so much for tuning on in. I appreciate it. It's going to be a quick show. I just wanted to make sure we got to this today. I'm not sure when this video appeared, but someone had brought it up, and I'm going to make sure we get to it. Thank y'all so much for tuning on in. If you're new to my YouTube page, I want to encourage you to subscribe. I also have member content here as well. And we mainly focus on Umar Johnson. In fact, I'm thinking about starting, and I've actually already started, but I'm thinking about completing a second documentary on Umar Johnson, but it'll be extensive and then breaking it up into sections. I haven't decided quite yet, but it looks like I'm going to end up doing it. One thing everyone started, Cooker Chat is undefeated. Now, real quick, I played the video earlier, and there was a section of the video where Umar is screaming a lot. And that's a video called Solving Deadbeat Daddy Issues or something to that effect. Umar is what we would classify as a deadbeat. But there was a specific part in there that there was a request during the last live stream. If you haven't watched the last live stream, we just did that. Check it out inside the archive. And that's at the 26-minute mark. So I want to play that now. And here we go. And then we'll get into the video for today. Let's go.
She's like, Dave, what you want to be gay? What's going on in this house? Okay? You can keep her from having sex, but you want to introduce her slowly to masculine energy so she'll know how to deal with it up in college when your ass ain't around no more. And she become the biggest buck wild at Morgan.
Yeah, I've been researching a lot of the older Umar Johnson videos, and he tends to sexualize Black girls and young women in this way to where they're, he'll say things like they're hot. He says they're hot asses. That's what he tends to say. Buck wild. He also uses the term nasty. You know, they be acting nasty. This type of terminology. Very disturbing in my opinion, but if I do the documentary, I will include a section in there that gives examples of that, because I've been noticing those as I'm going through the older Umar Johnson content. Yeah, it's his fantasies, but I think there's a part of him that he does see women just as sexual objects, and so he tends to frame his descriptions of Black women in that way, women in general, but Black women in particular. And so he also does that with little girls. I saw this one video, not to get sidetracked, but the school tour videos are disturbing. But there's this one young girl that he tends to focus on, and he records her body parts, you know, like a pervert. But I saw this other video where he's recording her, and I don't know if he asked her to dance. I wasn't listening to the audio, but it just seems so much like grooming that it was disturbing. I will never show that content. It's online, at least some of it's online. Some of it's has been taken offline, but I haven't downloaded it because I think it's just so inappropriate. But Umar tends to see women as a means to an end when it comes to sex. And so when he says things like this, it's disturbing because he's talking about younger women, and in some cases, he's talking about teenagers. Okay? All right, let's get back to it. Here we go.
Talking about my baby got Jesus in her life.
Yeah, Nisha, that's another one. He says that the Black girls that they have daughter's personality disorders. I don't know what that's about. He just really has, I don't know. He's a problem. Steve Harvey says, I'm not doing nothing for 10,000. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, he's always screaming, Black Anonymous. He got a problem with that too. He's a screamer. Introduce young girls to masculine energy, i.e. sex. He is definitely a PDF. Yeah, he makes comments like that too. I remember when he did his first college tour, he had gotten some backlash from people because they were saying, well, what about the girls? You're only having the boys. And he says something to the effect, I can pull it up because I have it in my notes. He says something like, well, I'm not ready to deal with their energy right now. And then he says something like, it's just really weird. He even says something about they be twerking in the hotel room or something. He said, you know how these girls are. They be, as soon as I don't even know. I have it, but it's just really, really disturbing. My necrosis says, in all seriousness, this dude needs to find help ASAP. Now he's recording a little girl. Shout out to you, Lenon. Yeah, these are videos from the college tours that he used to do. And there's one in particular that he targets, but he does it to other girls too. He does it to the women as well. But there's one in particular, and there's this one part where it is just so clear to me that he's trying to video record her backside. And instead of focusing on what's going on in front of him, that's part of the tour, he focuses on her body. And he has his camera; it's right there, and he does it throughout those videos. It's very disturbing, very disturbing. Again, I can't play them because I just think it's so unethical. But those videos are out there. Most of them are out there. Some of them have been purged off the internet. But there's one that I saw recently, and I didn't download it. But that same little girl, they're sitting at a table eating, and the little girl gets up dancing, and he just has his camera. It's just really weird stuff. Just inappropriate. Thanks, my necrosis, for the super chat. And he really does need some help. Okay, in my opinion, he's a sick individual. What's up, Sorrel Girl? Thanks for tuning on in. Okay, and then there was something's Night Jade had said this. You see that he has more paint days. Yeah, he did say that he's going to be having some more paint days. I think it's at the end of this month, so we'll see what happens with that. Again, the paint days is just to give the illusion of progress. Nothing really is happening. There's a poll that I put up here before we get into the video. I put a poll up that talks about should Umar be in hotel rooms? Because the thing is, he's on a perpetual vacation. If you think about it, he doesn't have a place to stay, so he's always on a vacation, and he's all over the world. He's in different motel rooms. But really, where he really should be at is up at these abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware, preparing for this so-called grand opening that was supposed to take place this year. Now he's saying 2025. It's supposed to take place in 2023, 2022, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, and 13. Okay, so we got 13 years of him changing the date, and there's still no school. But instead, he's on a perpetual vacation, living out of hotel and motels, and winter's coming. So he needs a place to stay. He's homeless. Okay, all right, let's get into it for today. I want to play this real quickly. Here we go.
Yeah, and a few other people.
Yeah, I think this is Lewis Luck had requested this video. Yeah, there are 2 schools, and they're building a new one that's supposed to be opening in, and they're free. They're a brand new one from the ground up, state of the art. They're building it. It's supposed to be opening this fall. It may have actually started the school year. That's what the plan was. And I mean, literally, they built it from the ground up. Yeah, I guess that's what you can call the FDMG World Tour. Yeah, that's what you can call it.
Children of remarried black mothers are less likely to have contact with their biological fathers. Now, there's multiple reasons for all of this. But ladies and gentlemen, because I want to keep it can be either or, but it's normally the fellas, but it could be ladies too. Listen, I don't care how good your wife is, your new wife. She loves your daughter. She's genuine. She treats her like a queen, right? You say, well, her mother is a loser. She's on weed, and I don't like the guy she dating, and she never done nothing.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I saw that video. Yeah, I saw it. And thanks for sending DJ Kelly. James, if James is in the chat room, or at any point, if anyone sees James, if you can, James, you sent me an email. I wonder if you can provide me with a link to that particular video where you took screenshots. So if anyone sees James inside the chat room at any point, either let me know or let him know that I got the email, but I want to see if he has a link to the actual video where that picture was screenshotted from. Okay. Yeah, that's another thing I've noticed as I've gone back to the older Umar Johnson content that he tends to see black people and black families in a way that is like based on these real negative stereotypes about black people. And so he everything is within the scope of bad parents and single mothers. There's no marriage taking place. The children are out of control. The children are what he calls it, retarded, and this kind of stuff. It makes me wonder what type of mentality does it take to where everything is framed within that particular paradigm. It's like ghetto consciousness, as if all black people are experiencing that at all times. You know, it's really, really interesting about Umar. He tends to do that a lot. Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go.
With her life. So I want my daughter to forget about her real mother and just latch on to the stepmom. It don't work that way. Mothers, it's the same thing. Well, his father's a deadbeat, in and out of jail. He ain't nothing but a thug and a gangster. My husband is a lawyer. He has his own business. He gives my son allowance. He takes him out. He really loves my son because he never had one. That's good. That's real cute. But guess what? Children want their own. And you got to make sure that your significant other don't.
You see how ridiculous this is? Umar, you a trip.
Take it as rejection. He ain't rejecting you. But it is natural for a child to want to know their own roots, not false ones. Are y'all following me? Sooner or later, they're going to ask for their own. And if you don't let them, they'll seek them out. You know how many calls I get from non-custodial mothers and fathers and say their kids showed up on a house and they wasn't even in the phone book. They said, how did they find out where I live? Oh, a child will find their father.
See what he just be coming up with? It's never a situation where it's a black family and the children are taken care of. Never. That's what I'm saying. He does a lot of projecting. That's the thing. As I'm watching these older videos of Umar, he does a whole lot of projecting. Okay, like a gang of it. Yeah. This is a good point too, Tony. Yeah. Okay, here's the part.
And they will find their mother, and you better hope to hell, to heaven, that you ain't the reason they ain't been around. Because do you know what I'm getting a lot of calls for now? Parents who calling me because the children want to whip their behind because they told them that mommy or daddy wanted nothing to do with them, only to find out that it was a lie. And now they hate the parent who did it. Karma will come back. Mothers and fathers. So I got like 12 cases right now, 12, where girls wanting to beat the mom up, boys wanting to beat the dad up, all because of what? You told me they didn't want me, and I had found out otherwise.
How many cases? He just be throwing out anything. No, I know, Jonathan. He just be coming up and throwing out anything.
It comes back. Role of the court. Now, the court don't help this at all. My God, there's nothing worse than going in front of a white man and say, can I see my daughter? And one time the judge looked at me and said, wait a minute, I know your face. I said, oh, shit. He was on YouTube. You're that psychologist. Not me. I sweep streets, dog. I don't know who you talking about. Judge knew who I was, but I was able to get out of it. Because he would have never gave me my baby. But it hurts a father or mother to have to go to the enemy and beg permission to see their child. You should never.
That's the part that I think it was Lil Slug wanted me to play. It cracks me up every time. Well, we'll play it one more time. Because Umar just be throwing out anything.
No matter how much you don't like her, don't pull the white supremacy card. The white supremacy card is when you use the power of institutional racism to fight the other parent. That is almost an unforgivable sin. Never do that. Don't no white man care about the stability of no black family. And guess what? You can't really blame them. Because if a mother don't care about the best interest of a daughter, why should the courts? And vice versa with the dads. You expect the white supremacy to care more about your child than their own parents?
Oh, I'll skip the part. I'm sorry.
Unforgivable. Because they told them that mommy or daddy wanted nothing to do with them, only to find out that it was a lie. And now they hate the parent who did it. Karma will come back. Mothers and fathers. So I got like 12 cases right now, 12, where girls wanting to beat the mom up, boys wanting to beat the dad up, all because of what? You told me they didn't want me, and I had found out otherwise. It comes back. Role of the court. Now, the court don't help this at all.
Here you go.
My God, there's nothing worse than going in front of a white man and say, can I see my daughter? And one time the judge looked at me and said, wait a minute, I know your face. I said, oh, shit. He was on YouTube. You're that psychologist. Not me. I sweep streets, dog. I don't know who you talking about. Judge knew who I was, but I was able to get out of it. Because he would have never gave me my baby.
Why? Yeah, he was on YouTube. That's crazy. Well, yeah, he used to do PowerPoints. Yeah. It'd be nice to see the debate between Lenon and Umar. Umar, he would just yell. I would remain calm and show how emotionally immature he is. He would just go crazy. Yeah, you're welcome, little slut. That part always cracks me up because it's so random, you know. And Umar, he has head movies. What we call head movies. But the thing is that a lot of the stuff that he says, I think he just comes up with. It's like the worst case scenario. But a lot of it though is just totally untrue, but he tries to pass it off. But then there's also projecting that goes on, you know, and it's interesting for me, at least, to try to figure out and pick out which ones happen to be projecting. and which ones happen to be just him just straight up lying and making up these fake and false narratives. He does both. He does both quite a lot. But that one right there is so ridiculous. He says that they would have never given him his baby. We would assume that we should assume that he's talking about one of his little girls. But the thing is that he's an absentee father and he has supervised visitation. So it's not as if that even makes sense, that if they gave you, quote unquote, gave you the baby, that doesn't make sense. And, how are they going to give you the baby when you have supervised visitation? And on top of that, you're traveling all over the place and you're a deadbeat. It makes no sense. And you don't have your own home. That don't make no sense. Okay. Even back then. Okay. He was a vagabond even back then. Okay. So you're welcome, Louis. Let's get into the video for today. And it probably shouldn't take us, but maybe 30, 35 minutes. We'll get through it rather quickly. I want to thank everyone for tuning on. And if you haven't hit the like button, I would encourage you to do so. Also, there is a poll that is up. Umar Johnson, it's interesting because he's been talking about opening up a school now. He conceptualized it in 2005. He said it was going to open in 2013. And yet he spends more time in hotel and motel rooms than he does up at them abandoned buildings that he's been holding on to for the last 5.5 years. And here's another example of that.
Come rub some cocoa butter on you, my sister. Are you curvy though? I can't rub cocoa butter on you if you're not curvy, because that's going to be the same as washing the chalkboard. If you ain't got no curves and I rub cocoa butter, that's like washing the chalkboard. That's like painting the wall. Y'all can have them. Snow bunnies, you can have the low frequency, low vibration beta males in the black community. Y'all can have them. Guess what the snow bunny going to do when she get tired of you? Oh yes, snow bunnies do not play. Snow bunnies come for everything. They want the house. They want the car. They want the retirement money. They want your old Air Jordans. They want your fake gold chains. Snow bunnies do not play.
Oh, here's the video.
Oh, I need me a massage. Where my massage queens at? Lord have mercy. I gave my speech everything I had for Garvey and the Costa Rican Garveyite ancestors. I gave my Garvey speech tonight at the Liberty Hall here in Puerto Viejo, Talamanca. I gave it every ounce of energy I had. I'm exhausted. I need a massage. Non-sexual, purely organic. Where my massage queens at?
See, it has to be, he has to qualify it because he knows what this is about. This is all buzzwords for a sexual thing, but he has to say a non-sexual. Okay, if it's just a massage, you don't have to say that. But he has to say that because he knows what it is that he wants. He's lying in the bed. Okay. In another country, he should be up there at the abandoned buildings getting work done, right? Here we go.
Where my massage queens at? I need a massage queen. Shoulders. Got to massage my head, my cranium up here, because you know I'm a deep thinker. Sisters, you got to massage this head real good. My shoulders, my lower back. Ugh. My lower back. Ugh. And you got to do my feet, ladies. Now, I got ugly feet. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah, but Erica, maybe he's referring to when he speaks, that's what he deserves a massage for. I don't know, Black Anonymous. Somebody invited Nicole. He was out there, too. He was out there. Look at him. This don't even look like a hotel room because the pillows are all different colors and all kind of stuff. Yeah, he said organic. That's what he said. Yeah. He tired from screaming. That's what it is. It's true. Jonathan, he be getting online like, hey, all you queens, come take a look. It's ridiculous. Yeah, my massage Africans. That was the massage Africans too. Look at him though. This guy, he done fell off so bad. Somebody sent me, James sent me these. I don't want to play. I want to see the video, the actual video, and show it to you. Okay. James is looking for it right now. And if he sent it to me before we done, I'll play it. Thanks, Louis. Look, And then $1 million man, $1 million plan says Umar knows that the beds in Motel 6 cause a starting personality disorder. So that's what's going on here. Okay, he's in one of them Motel 6s over there in Costa Rica, and you get inside one of them beds, you automatically start getting that thought of personality disorder start kicking in. By the way, that's Umar projecting too. He came up with thought of personality disorder to project that onto black girls, little girls too, by the way. But really, what he's talking about is himself. He goes around the world sexually exploiting black women. He's been doing it for over a decade. And for some reason, you know, there's people who know but don't care. There's people who know and just dismiss it. But the way I look at it is that any type of man who's using this platform, talking about you're gonna save black boys and using that to exploit black women sexually, it's just not. It's horrible, absolutely horrible. Thanks, $1 million man, $1 million plan. Yeah, work that plan. Okay, full show. Thanks for super chat. I appreciate it. All right, let's get back to it, everyone. All of my massage Africans. I'm just playing. Massaging him is probably like mixing chopped meat berry. What does that mean? What does that mean exactly? Mixing chopped meat. I'm vegan, so I don't even know what that mean. I ain't handled meat, and I can't remember last time. Probably when I was like 18, 19, something like that. It's been a long time. So I don't even know what that means. All right. You know, I don't want to tell people. I'm gonna save this because if I do this documentary, this part 2, then I'll share it then. Yeah, Umar, he's an interesting character. Thanks, Lewis. I appreciate it. Thoughttiana. No, he said. I don't think he said Thoughttiana. I remember him saying thought is personality disorder, and it's his disorder. He made it up, and he talks about how when little girls are essayed that's the disorder that they get. They turn into these thoughts that means that hole over there or something like that. That's what he said. It's just so insensitive, but also disrespectful. And he's supposed to be some sort of a school psychologist. It's crazy. He calls himself a therapist too. That dude in Costa Rica motel off of 5th and Broadway. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it reminds me when he was down there. How's it going, Maddie? When Umar was down there in Louisiana, they had him in a broke down hotel because he pointed the phone and you can see up on the ceiling. Well, I tell you, he do what he can do. He does whatever he can. Any way he can get a hotel or motel. Winter's coming, so he got to do what he got to do. Here we go.
My feet are not attractive. I'm just going to tell you. My feet is not attractive, but I need my feet done. Because I stand on my feet. I make a living on my feet. I organize on my feet. I talk on my feet. Everything I do is on my feet and my back, because my back keeps my body up. So my lower back, my feet, my head. I always use my head to think. My lower back supports my sternum. Okay. And I stand on my feet. Those are the 3 most important parts.
I got you.
Back, feet, and head. I need a cranium, lower back, and ugly feet massage. Where my queens at?
Okay.
Is there any queens who love me enough to touch these ugly feet? Are there any African queens out there loyal enough to the Prince of Pan Africanism?
Okay, I have to ask, are there any queens here inside of the Cookie Crush chat who would be willing to massage Umar's feet? Okay, if you are, hit the 1. All right, if not, hit the 2. Because there may be one. Okay, there may be one. All right, there may be a brother in here who, you know. Okay, it's 2024. Okay, well, would you be willing to massage Umar's feet? Okay, if you would, hit the 1. If not, hit the 2. Let's see here. Let's see what we have. Let's see what the poll is for the beautiful queens of the chat room. Ayo Jojo says no. Ellie says no. I'm just asking. That's all. I'm just trying to ask. That's all. Erica says no. No. All right. Yeah. Back, sternum, knees, and toes. Knees and toes. What did he say? From the floor to the walls. From the floor to the walls. Okay. Let's Plateau says no. I don't know what this means. 5, 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. Okay. Well, that's fine. Celestial Vibe says no. Oh. Vincent said, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Black and Albert says no. Yo, wow. Mallory says, okay, all right. Hey, listen, I'm just asking. All right, Binky says no. Beautiful producer's thinking about it. I'm just messing with you. He says, hold on. I'm messing with you, sis. I hope you're doing all right. One of the OGs. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. What kind of avatar? It's probably one of them crazy anime. One of my sons be watching that stuff. I said, some of that stuff be so weird. Just weird. To my neck, to my back, to my tooth. You know, all right, I'm just asking. That's all. All right, I'm just trying to ask. Just want to make sure. All right, because you never know. You know what I mean? Lenon, there are good hotels in New Orleans. One night, depending on when he was there, it was probably cheap, at least $150, $200. Okay, yeah, but the one that I remember him being in, he had panned his phone up, and it just, you can see like paint coming all off and all kind of stuff. I said, my goodness. Anyway, yeah, I think he said he was on Bourbon Street. I think that's where he was at. If memory serves me, I mean, I could pull it up, but I never got around to covering those. I mean, we could still get into those at some point, but I remember he was out on the balcony for a while, and he had his camera down showing the people walking by and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, they didn't have him in a nice one, at least for that night. Who knows? They may have got him into a better one. But for Umar, Tony, it's important for him to have hotel and motels because he doesn't have a place to stay. This is one of the reasons why Umar doesn't have his own vehicle, because where would he park it? I want everyone to think about that for a moment. If you're traveling all over the world, where are you going to park it? He can't park it up at them trap bandos, because you can't leave it out there, 2 or 3 days. It's going to be gone. That's hood up over there. So where's he going to park it at? At his mama house? That's hood up over there. Where's Umar going to park? So even though it's more expensive to rent, way more expensive than just to buy a car, he's using donation money for the school to do it. For him, it makes more sense to just rent cars when he needs them, and that way he won't have to have a car where he has to store somewhere when he's traveling. And most of the time, what is he doing? He's traveling. That's why it's important for him to have a hotel or motel to stay someplace. And that's what he's been doing. And it's been going on for quite some time, but more recently, because he can't stay with his mama anymore, you see him out everywhere, and he's everywhere except up there at them trap bandos. See, it's crazy. The history of all of this, because I've covered this for years, it amazes me that after all this time, Umar still does not have a residence. You never hear him saying, I'm going home. He's flying all over the place, but you never hear him say, I'm going home, because he doesn't have his own home. You would think that after collecting $2.7 million over the last decade, that he would at least have a place to stay. He could have purchased something. I know people would probably quote, you purchase it with your own, with the donation money, but he could also say, hey, wait a minute, but I am trying to progress on this, and I got a school, and I've been doing renovations, so I have to pay myself something, right? Because he don't have a job. Okay, all right. That's not what the money should go towards, but okay, I can see that. And you figure that after a decade, he should have had enough money set aside to where he can purchase himself something. If he pays himself $80,000 a year or $70,000 a year, okay, But no, it's incredible, this Umar saga, that after all this, what does he have to really show for it? He's still laying inside a hotel beds, just like he was doing before. Just sleeping, just sleep, watching TV, ordering room service. That's what he does. And it's been going on for such a long time. He has not progressed in life. If anything, he's actually gone in the opposite direction. That's one of the great tragedies of all this. I had hoped that as I've attempted to get my life back on track, and I have to a certain degree, and I'm proud about that. I still, some days it's a little more difficult to deal with, but I have to be grateful for where I'm at. And, you know, I have my wife, have my kids, and I got to be thankful. The kids are happy. Got to be thankful for that. I'd hope that maybe he would see that it's possible, because there's other, and some of y'all, men here and women in here too, that there's times where you've been down and out and you were going in the wrong direction, but you figured out a way, and through the grace of God, you got things turned around. That's not what we see with Umar. He's had all of the support that he needed in life to be successful in life, but he's chosen the path of the dark side. And it is, anytime you're sexually exploiting Black women, and then you're you know, getting money out of Black people for free, and you're not giving, and under this promise that you're going to do something, you don't do it. That's the dark side. Okay. Thanks, Tony, for a super chat. But again, that's why Umar, hotels and motels, that's very important. It's vital to his survival. But you would think that after all these years that he would at least just buy your own property. You know, it's not expensive over there in Wilmington and in Philly. You know, I've seen house as I've done research on Umar. You know, I'm looking at certain things where he stayed at and where he stays at some times, and I'll look at the property value. He could have easily have purchased something and got settled in, and then moved his mama in, and then not having her living in extremely impoverished living conditions. See, his life has just deteriorated. Thanks, Tony, for the super chat. One step at a time says the hotel hustler without a home. Yeah. He will hustle some hotels. You know, I thought about this too, one step at a time, that I'm sure that Umar he's had, and at least in the past, he's had women that he could stay with, because I know men like that, you know, where they just kind of float, and they'll find women that they know, or women that they used to know, and they'll contact them and, yeah, I'm going to be around in your area, you know, I need a place to stay as I go through. I'm sure that Umar has some spots that he can kick it at the women. The women let him stay there for a while, I'm sure. See, the thing is, though, he had hoped to be able to live up there and them trap bandos, but I'm telling you, especially with that smaller gym, something's going to happen over there to where he doesn't even go up over there anymore. But that was where he was going to be staying. He was trying to get that set up like a little condo. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but that's really what he was trying to do. Y'all remember he got these little rinky-dink Amazon air conditioned units and put them into the wall, you know, unprofessionally. He painted in there. He really wanted it to be like his little living corner or whatever, but it didn't work out. And I think at this point, it's probably the mold has probably gotten so bad in trap bandos, he can't even go in there anymore. He don't even record up over there anymore. That's why I was saying before, hotel rooms are important to Umar's survival. He can't stay with his mama. He can't stay at these trap bandos. So, you know, he has to be a hotel hustler. That's a good one. Let me put HHH. HHH. That's Umar. He's a hotel hustler. That's what he do. Thanks, one step at a time for super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get into the video. Lenon, as a person that works with nonprofits, the IRS wouldn't even blink if he paid himself $100,000. Yeah. And it didn't have to be $100,000. It could have been 80. You know, he ain't doing nothing, but you know, if the money's coming in, he has nonprofit status. The IRS can't look into everybody. I mean, that's just impossible. And out there in Wilmington, there's a whole lot of nonprofits and a lot of do their incorporations out there, because the nonprofit status in terms of regulation out there is a lot more lax than other places. So yeah, no, they wouldn't have pressed him on that. You know, 100,000 here this year. And let's say if he did, see, the thing is that in essence, he has paid himself. It's just not as it doesn't show it, at least on the tax forms, that he's paying himself a certain amount, but he's taken money and used it for his own lifestyle. In fact, I just saw the 2023 tax information, and he put on there that he collected over $200,000 for 2023. Have we seen $200,000 worth of work done up there at these trap bandos? No, not at all. So where's the money going? So, I mean, in essence, he is paying himself. It's just not legitimately. But if he did it legitimately, Yeah, 100,000. Okay. You know, I can see that and it not being a problem. If you collected $2.6 million, okay. Anyway, thanks, Ayo Jojo, for that comment there. Okay, let's get back into it. Here we go. Yeah. No, this is true. Listen, he's paying himself, but it's not legit. And see, if he pays himself, that would be personal income, right? Okay, so the money's coming in, and I could be wrong. Okay, Ayo Jojo, you may be able to correct me on this. But if Umar collects money under this nonprofit, it's not taxable because it's going into the nonprofit. But then if it becomes, in essence, an employee for that nonprofit and he pays himself, that's taxable income that he would be paying to himself, right? Okay, I could be wrong. But see, if that's taxable income, why would Umar, he wouldn't want to do that legitimately because now he's on the hook for taxes. So what does he do? He just takes the money when the money comes in for donations, just uses it for his lifestyle. There's no tracking on it. So he doesn't have to pay taxes on the money that he's actually spending on himself. Okay. All right. LenonHonor, how come law enforcement hasn't stepped in and shut down these trap bands? That's a good question. I've said this in the past, and I'm gonna say it again. Then we're gonna get to the video because I don't want this live shouldn't be that long. If Umar was doing this to white people, he would have been under the jail a long time ago. If he had been doing this to Latinos, he would have been locked up. If he had done this to Jewish people, he would have been locked up. Okay. I will propose that because he's doing it to black people, and there's no real oversight, meaning who's going to report to who? See, he's been able to get away with it. Normally what happens when you have a board of directors is there's checks and balances. So you often find, and it happens, I shouldn't say often, but it will happen wherein people who are on the board of directors, they'll notice discrepancies. Like, wait a minute, last month we had $240,000 in here. This month we have 200,000. Okay, but you said you were going to be spending 20,000. Where's the other 20,000? And then that builds up over time. And then at a certain point, because they're on the board of directors, they have a duty to, okay, we're gonna have to contact somebody, because if they don't, they know about it and something happens, now they're going to be indicted too. So you see this, that's where the checks and balances take place. But see, Umar, he even states on his paperwork, there's no board of directors. In fact, on the it's just him on the 2023 records or documents. I don't even think he put that there was a board of directors. I thought I saw 0. So he's taking himself out. There's no board of directors. I could be wrong. I have to go back and take a look. But that's why I think that this has gone on this long, and it may go on for a lot longer than it has gone on up to this point. It's just ridiculous. Yeah. That was a good one. Okay, let's get back to the hotel hustling. Here we go.
Oh, I need a massage.
This guy.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never.
Snow bunnies never. Okay.
Black queens forever, snow bunnies never. We must stay focused, my brothers. I'm not talking about sensuality, brothers. This is purely for the movement. I need them. I ain't got no energy for no Cinnabons. I'm completely exhausted. I'm not thinking about a Cinnabon. I'm talking about I need to be rejuvenated for my Nat Turner speech. I need to be rejuvenated for my Nat Turner speech.
I don't know. Triple H.
My dear brother, why you keep posting you a black man? Why you keep posting you a black man, but you love snow bunnies? If you love snow bunnies,
leave them alone.
Go love up on your bunnies, my brother. Why you keep telling me you in love with snow bunnies? What that got to do with me? Move on, my brother.
There you go.
You said get a back massage from Suki Hana.
What in the world?
This is when the queen's supposed to come to your rescue. Canada, October 5th and 6th. I need to hear from Nova Scotia and Montreal if we're going to do this 3-city tour in Canada. I need to hear from a responsible organizer in Nova Scotia and Montreal
Wow.
if we're going to do the 3-city Canada tour.
Yeah.
You moaning, daddy. Is that a bunny or is that a buttercream African sister? Is that a snow bunny or is that one of my buttercream African sisters?
There you go.
Is that one of my pineapple African sisters? Is that one of my African vanilla sisters? Is that one of my African pina colada sisters? Or was that a good old-fashioned snow bunny? Because I don't want to disrespect the African queen. I will never disrespect an African queen. So I need to know, was that a buttercream African queen? Was that a pineapple complexion African queen? Was that a butterscotch African queen? Was that a pina colada African queen? I don't want to disrespect the African sister because they come in all colors. That might have been a mixed race pina colada African queen.
He is weird though.
That could have been a mixed race buttercream African queen. That could have been a mixed race pina colada queen. I don't want to mistake my mixed race African sisters. I love my mixed race African sisters. But was that a good old fashioned snow bunny?
Sequoia.
See, my mixed race African sisters and my fair skinned African sisters. My mixed race African sisters and my fair skinned African sisters. You got to let me.
Hey, Harold, that's what I'm saying. It's supposed to be a principle. Can you believe this? Why you gotta say it like that? I said, how you do it? I hope you do it all right. But it's true though. It's true. That's what I'm saying. He had that lecture. He probably some of them Costa Rica queens was showing out. He went back to his hotel room by himself. He didn't have no hot date. so here we are. Yes, it is on it's exponential. All right. Thanks for the super chat, Ozzy. I hope you do it all right. Good to see you. All right, let's keep going. Let me get out this chat room. Some of these comments are just over the top. Here we go.
Know that you're not a bunny. You got to say, Dr. Umar, I'm an African queen. Butterscotch, pina colada, buttercream, pineapple, buttercream. African vanilla. Let me.
Buttercream. I ain't heard that one. Anyone else ever heard him say that? Butter. What did he say? Butter. I don't know. He wants his lemon lush. Umar wants his lemon lush African queen. This guy is so out of control. Thanks one step at a time for the super chat. What did he say though? Hold on.
Pineapple, African vanilla. Let me know that you have the red, black, and green in your blood. Let me know, because I don't know if these is bunnies on here. Scotch, pina colada, buttercream, pineapple.
He said buttercream. I ain't never heard that one. Anyone ever hear him say that one? Buttercream. What is that? I don't know what that is. What is buttercream? What's that butter biscuit? Butter biscuit queen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What does that mean? Anyone have any idea what that means? A buttercream queen. How's it going, Bree? I don't know. Want some butter pecan ice cream? I'll have some butter pecan ice cream. All right, vegan kind. I'll eat it. He's on a rhinoceros. He's on rhinoceros mode on live. Yeah. He's trying to make it happen. Yeah, Umar loves Haagen-Dazs. He said that in this one video. Strawberry queens. Okay, let me get back to it. Yeah, he said buttercream. I never heard him say that one. That's a new one. Now let's go.
African vanilla. Let me know that you have the red, black, and green in your blood. Let me know, because I don't know if these is bunnies on here.
Rhino mode. I like that about rhino mode.
Somebody told me the snow bunny's got a running bet. Somebody told me that the snow bunny's got a running bet that one of them is going to eventually take down King Kong consciousness.
Here we go.
They said
he's so thirsty. He is. He wants him some of that white chocolate. That's what he wants. Umar, he wants some of that white chocolate. That's what it is. It's a type of frost. Oh, okay. I don't know. Buttercream frosting. Maybe that's what he's talking about. Buttercream frosting. Okay, thanks, Ike. I had no idea, Bridget. I'm trying to figure it out myself. How's it going, Holly B? So buttercream is a type of frosting. All right. Umar come up with this stuff. Umar is awkward when it comes to women. He flirts like a teen. Yeah, no, you're right about this. He doesn't know how to talk to women. He don't know how to approach them. He don't know how to. You're right. He's like a little teenager. I was like that when I was, well, I can't even say that because by the time I can't even say that. I mean, I was always to myself and quiet anyway, but when I was a teenager, I can understand being awkward, but for him, he's almost 50. He just doesn't seem comfortable around women like that. I don't think he feels comfortable around anyone, but I think in his mind, everything goes to sex. So if you have that type of an expectation, it's going to be difficult just to interact with the woman and just, common interaction, because your mind is already in some place that it really shouldn't be in the first place. So yeah, he's like a little teen boy, but he's also like a boy anyway. Let's look at this, Tata and everybody else. Umar doesn't have a job. He doesn't have his own residence, doesn't have his own car. So he's not paying rent. The money that he uses in order to purchase these abandoned buildings and pay for anything associated with that is other people's money. He's not gainfully employed. He's a dependent on his mama. Okay, he asks for things all the time. He's not a giver, he's a taker. Basic things that the man should know by the age of 50, he does not know. He does not know how to do. He doesn't even try to do, like, let me get on my phone and find me a restaurant that's close. Instead, he goes online and asks people to find it for him. Okay, well, if we think about that, is he a man or is he a boy? Doesn't have a job, doesn't have his own vehicle. He's a little boy. That's really what he is. So I think for him, it's for him to interact with women, it has to be difficult, and his interactions is so surface level that everything is reduced down to sex and the potential of having sexual interaction. That's it. I don't see how someone, it's got to be difficult, because when he can't make it pop off, then he's right back in a position where he's in a hotel, motel, and he's just lustful and groaning and moaning and shit. Who does that? But that's because he's a little boy. He's like a little teen boy whose hormones is raging, and he's almost 50, and he doesn't know how to establish any type of relationship with a woman and talk. He don't even know how to talk to women. See, that's the thing I know about Umar. Umar don't know how to talk to women, but the other thing is that he don't deal with real men either. See, that's a recipe for a lack of growth. Because if you deal with real men, they're going to check you on deviant behavior and they get you on the right path, and they'll grow with you. But the other thing is that if you have established positive relationships with women, then they'll help build you and raise you up too. Not in the sense of raising you out of boyhood into manhood, but just the everyday engagement. You're going to grow in certain areas that you're not going to grow otherwise. And that's Umar. He hasn't grown in certain areas because he does not know how to talk to women. He don't know how to respect women. He don't know how to interact with women. If we can take it a steps further, he doesn't know how to provide for a woman. He don't even know how to provide for himself. So you're absolutely right about that. He's awkward. I think he's awkward just in the world in general. But when it comes to women, it's very clear to me that he don't. Even when Suki Hana recently, when he had the interaction with Suki Hana and how he kissed her, it was a sneak kiss. And I've seen him do that before. That's just his way of trying to get something. It's kind of aggressive, but not too much to where it's perceived to be over the top. But let me get a quick kiss on her forehead, or quick kiss on her cheek, or on the back of her head. That's him just trying to see where it can go. Well, that's like, it's interesting. It really is. Yeah. I'm sorry, I don't mean to go off, but that's such a good point there. Excellent point. And thanks for the super chat too, Hassan. I mean, Hassan, Tata. Okay, let's get back to it. Here we go.
The snow bunnies. Somebody told me the snow bunnies got a running bet. Somebody told me that the snow bunnies got a running bet that one of them is going to eventually take down King Kong consciousness. They said the snow bunnies is working overtime. They said sooner or later they're going to catch King Kong slipping. They said sooner or later they're going to catch the snow bunny boogeyman slipping. You can't catch the snow bunny boogeyman slipping. I don't ever slip, family. I don't ever slip. You will never catch the snow bunny boogeyman slipping. Where my cinnamon colored African queens? Where my
There you go.
pecan colored African queens? Where my butterscotch, my butter almond?
Umar's a roach motel connoisseur. What woman is that? That's a good question though too. All jokes aside. He doesn't have his own place. He doesn't have his own car. He stays in his mama closet when he can. He's homeless right now. He doesn't have a job. He's been collecting money for a school scam for over a decade and has nothing to show for it. He makes promises mainly to single black mothers that he's going to protect your son and educate them and keep them protected from the prison industrial complex and the school to prison pipeline, et cetera. And we go all the way down the list. I can't answer that, but what woman would be attracted to someone like that? They don't even let's take out the whole Umar Johnson, black conscious. I mean, any man and gets online and is talking all this sex talk and victim blaming and victim shaming women who've experienced SA. What woman would be attracted to this guy? See, I have a sense that that's one of the reasons why Umar's sitting up in here in this motel room in Costa Rica, just thirsty as a rhino. See, because in other cultures, they're just not going to. Let me just be real. They're not going to give it up like that. See, maybe over here he evidently, but over there's probably women. Okay, that's cool. He's coming over here, but listen, this guy, he smell funny, look funny, goofy, yelling all the time. Cookie Crush chat be on his ass or clowning him. I'm just playing. I'm just going too far. But the point is, I don't get it. I really don't. Okay, I can't speak to. I just don't get it. I would think that a woman would want a man who is progressive in life, and even if he's struggling, he's making progress in his life. He's doing better. You know, that he's there for his children. Umar's a deadbeat. He's on child support. He's been on child support for over 20 years. He says he pays his child support in both. What kind of woman be attracted to that? I don't get it. That's one thing I just cannot answer, Asa. So all jokes aside, yeah, he is a roach motel connoisseur. We know that. But this other part of this message right here is something that I think people should contemplate, especially women, because if your standards are set that low, then that's something you're going to have to really think about for yourself. I'm not here to shame anybody, but you got to think about that for yourself. Like, okay, why would I find someone like that to be attractive? Again, he don't take care of his kids. He's a deadbeat. He got baby mamas. He don't got a job. He's taking care. The mama take care of him, give him a place to stay. He's homeless when he can't stay with his mama. He's traveling all over the world. He's not gainfully employed, and the list goes on and on and on. I cannot answer that. I wish I had an answer. Again, I don't know. That's just mind-boggling to me. Thanks, Hassan. Okay, did I get to everyone? Oh, what's up? What's up, information man? I got your email. I haven't. Let me go. Got the email. I'm gonna check it real quick. Oh wait, I can't check it in this browser. I was gonna pull something else up too, but let me go check real quick. Yeah, I put a star next to it. It says, hope you're doing a video, a link. Oh, okay. Info Media Reacts. I did a video about Umar. Okay, so you did Umar about video. Okay, you provided a link. Yeah, so after this live stream, I'll post it on my community tab. But here's the link right here. Information Man did a video, I think it was Sunday. It might have been Saturday. and dealing with Umar. So I'll put a link right here, but I'll promote it on my community tab as soon as we're done with this live stream. Hope everything's going well with you, brother. Good to see you, and thanks for super chat as well. I don't know if you were saw the earlier live stream, but I've been doing a deeper research into Umar, and I'm going year by year and going through videos when he first appeared online, doing videos earlier on, and then it goes from, I have it in my notes, but and then I want to go all the way through all the videos, you know, and I'm taking notes and then putting together exhaustive timeline. The document is called Umar Johnson timeline. And I think I'm into 2000. I started with 2009, 2010, 11, 12, and 13. I think, no, I'm in 2000. I'm in 2014. So my plan is to go from continue and go from in 2014 into 2019. And that's when he acquires the abandoned buildings in Wilmington, Delaware. And then all of these is all the information I'm gathering. It would be part of a documentary, and I've actually already started on that. But I haven't made a commitment that I'm going to complete it because the opportunity cost was really, really high. But there's so much more that I found out about Umar Johnson just doing this other research. I played a video where, even though the video comes out in 2000, I want to say 2012. I think it's a video from 2005. 2012. And Umar, he looks a lot younger. He's slim. Yeah, if you want me to send it to you too, I can send it to you because it might be interesting for you to just take a look. You may even want to cover it, okay? And then to see where he's at now, it's truly sad. But this is his own doing. Like, you know, we can't make excuses for it. Thanks, brother. Too. Again, I'll share your link as soon as this live stream is over with. I'll put it in my community tab. Where the pumpernickel African queens at? I don't know about that one. Okay. Umar said earlier, he said he wanted them. He talked about a butter cream. That's what he said. He said a butter cream queen. Okay. Pumpernickel. I don't. Let me watch my mouth. Pumpernickel. I don't know. I found this one video where Umar slips up and he uses the N-word with the hard ER at the end. You guys will not believe this schnizzle. And then when you hear the context and what he's talking about, you guys are going to be like, what in the world? Black people don't use that like that unless they don't like black people. See, Umar, he actually feels superior to black people. He has a hatred for black people. I've been trying to tell people. And when I heard that, I said, listen, this guy. And then when y'all hear it, what the context, you guys are going to be like, what in the world? Thanks, One Step at a Time. Thanks, Hassa and Tata, and Information Man. Okay, let's get back to it. No, I can't play that one. That's going to have to be in the documentary, okay? But I could play, let me see, because I just had, let me do this, because I don't know if Information Man, if you were here earlier, but let me find that earlier, because I did a live stream earlier today. Let me play what I'm referring to with respects to Umar when he was slim. Where did it go? I thought I put it on, maybe it's on my desktop. Hold on one second. No, it's not on my desktop either. Oh, here it is right here. My best guess is that this came out in 2005 because Umar, he was still part of the UNIA at the time. And if that is the case, he put in his resignation letter in 2005. But I did send a message to a correspondent who has a lot of firsthand accounts dealing with Umar during that time period and asked that person whether, and person hasn't sent a message back, but I inquired whether or not Umar left the organization shortly after he put in the resignation letter. And the reason why that's relevant is because it is possible that he put in the resignation letter, but he still stuck around up until a certain point. And the reason why I'm bringing that up, Information Man, is because in this video that it says right here, it says Brother Umar, and then it says UNIA Philadelphia Charter. Okay, well, if that's the case, then and he left the organization in 2005, then that means that this video would have to have been in 2005 or before. And if you look at Umar in terms of his physical characteristics, it makes more sense that this was in and around 2005 compared to, let's say, 2010 or 2011, 2012. Yeah, it's incredible. It's incredible, man. He was slim and trim, and his whole persona was different. He wasn't raging and yelling, and it seemed, at least it appeared to me, that he has some level of humility, but he's always been an arrogant person. I think that's dealing with the narcissism. But let me play just a little bit of this.
Johnson, and I'm a member of the organization founded by the Right Excellent Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, the Universal Negro Improvement Association. I belong to the Philadelphia division by trade.
Okay, by the way, he could be lying about here. He could, in this video, because he lies all the time, but he could have been saying that even though at this time he had already left the organization. Just like he stated that he was claiming to be a PhD back in 2010. And there's paperwork online that shows that because he wanted PhD level money. There's paperwork online that shows that they were calling him a PhD, but that's because he was misrepresenting himself at that time. But he didn't get his degree, his PhD, until 2012. I have the video where he says it took him 10 years, I think, to get his PhD or something like that. Hold on one second. It's fast. The stuff I've been finding, it's really, really fascinating. No, he said it took him 8 years to finish his doctorate. That's what he said. Umar stated, it's at the 10-minute and 15-second mark. This is the video from 2005. He said it took him 8 years to finish his doctorate. And he talked about depression and triggers and the stress. And I think he was dealing with depression at that time. And that's one of the reasons why it took him a lot longer to get things done. I also think that's one of the reasons why it takes him a lot longer to get stuff done. In some cases, he don't get stuff done. He also stated in this video that he had collected $250,000, and this is in 2015. He had already been collected, which is consistent with what he said in other videos. Anyway, I'm compiling all of this information as I'm thinking about doing another documentary and breaking up into segments, 20-minute, 30-minute segments over time. And the working title of it would be Umar Johnson, 20 Years of Scam, the Troubling History of FDMG. Okay, what was I going to do? Let me just play just a little bit more of this, then we'll get back to the video. I mean, just look at the difference.
A school psychologist. And in the city of Philadelphia, I'm the youngest of only 4 black male school psychologists, although Philadelphia is the 5th largest school district in the city, in America, I'm sorry. I actually happen to be a relative of that man hanging on the wall, Frederick Douglass, whose real name was Frederick Bailey, but he changed it to Douglass when he escaped to slavery, which is my family's name. He's actually a blood cousin. But I just want to give you some information that I hope can help you as you help children and families and parents in your communities and in your neighborhoods. School psychology, exactly what is that? The reason you probably don't know is because it was never intended for you.
Yeah, notice he's not yelling and repeating things 3 times or any of that stuff. Totally different.
They said that if you want to.
And I did research. People understand that when Umar talks about the perm stuff, this comes out of the happily natural day. They used to have him come out and speak back then. And that's one of the things that stuck with him was this idea of black women that you have to have natural hair. But for him, it's more of an issue of control. He wants to control you, even though he'll deal with strippers. Literally, he'll deal with strippers who have blonde weave and extensions and all this kind of stuff. But then he'll tell, and they hair is permed and all that kind of stuff. But then he'll talk about how you have to have your hair natural. This comes out of something that, and it's really him just, I don't want to say stealing other people's concepts, but it's just him taking ideas and concepts from happily natural a natural day and acting as if it's one of his primary principles. It's just he's like a plagiarist. He's always been like this. And I've done research into this organization as well. I mean, they've been around a long time. I don't know if they're still active these days, but they used to have Umar come out and speak.
Be able to control the behavior of black kids in the inner city. Don't study white kids and don't study black kids. Go to Africa and study monkeys in the jungle. This is 1980s. Okay. Now, they said because black people are so emotional and do not have the capacity to control their behavior because they're animalistic. Because they don't have the capacity to control the behavior. If you want to control it, then you have to drug them. So every time you give a black child a pill, you are confirming the racist notion that says black people cannot regulate their behavior. And if you want to regulate it, then you must give them drugs.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that. Now, they don't tell you about.
But see, Malika, he's changed that, though. See, The whole, and they're not related because his daddy did a DNA test, and that's the bloodline that was supposed to come through, the Bailey. Okay, but the thing is that his daddy did a blood test, and it came back that no, they're not related. There's no blood relationship. Okay, but his daddy lied to them when they were kids, lied to Umar when he was a kid, and told him that, and that goes straight to Umar's head. That's why you guys don't lie to your kids, because you can see it makes Umar feel important. And I'm related to Frederick Douglass, and then I'm going to private school, and you know I'm considered to be all this and all that, and that's, he starts to have this very negative view about black people. And I'm talking about regular old black people. And then he wants to be this. He wants to be this. The next Malcolm X. He called himself the modern day Malcolm X. He wants to be the next Marcus Garvey. He then, of course, he wants to be the next Frederick Douglass, because that's his quote unquote great uncle. Okay, but he's not his great uncle. There's no relationship whatsoever. And part of it is that there's a story that we're in. Frederick Douglass has a cousin, but there's no proof that that cousin is actually related to Frederick Douglass. Okay, they say, well, this was the mama, that the other one, and the other child, and all that. But there's no proof of that. And the archivist that does the Bailey family tree, they talked about that. Okay, that's not a fact. That cousin, I can't remember what it was. Cousin, I was gonna say cousin Shirley. It was a guy, cousin Stephen. That's what it was. But there's no proof of that. It's something that has been proposed, but there's no actual factual proof of that. The point that I'm getting at is, and I mean that may have changed by now, but the point that I'm getting at is that there is no relationship. Umar does not have a blood relationship to any of that, Bailey side or any of that stuff. But because his daddy told him that, it goes to his head. Now, the point I want to make, Malika, is that back then he would say cousin. But see, over the years, it starts to morph into something else. I'm a descendant of Frederick Douglass. You see, this is what Umar does. Okay, he can't just stick to an untruth for what it is and just keep it there. He has to make it even bigger over time. That well, now I'm a descendant of Frederick Douglass. No, you're not a descendant of Frederick Douglass. The receipt already came in on that. Your daddy took a DNA test, and it came back that you guys are not descendants. Now, that needs to be let go. He needs to stop, but he can't help himself, because he was told this when he was a child, and it's ingrained in him, and he don't want to let that go, because a lot of what he feels as if his self-worth is associated with is being a descendant of Frederick Douglass. But back then, Malika, he wasn't saying that. He was saying, I'm a cousin. That's my great, no, that's my great uncle, great uncle. Totally different. See? Totally different than what he'd be talking. Yeah, a blood cousin, but that's not what he said on Roland Martin. You right about that. And see, these older videos, if you guys watch these older videos, he would really take the time. Oftentimes, he would either start his speech talking about his supposed relationship to Frederick Douglass, or he would end the speech, and he would go right into this routine every single time. And he would read it. It's like he has it pre-programmed, and he'll go all the way down to where it gets to him, and then it makes him feel good, and people start clapping. None of that's true. Okay? Just like low-fat butter pecan, ain't no such thing. Okay. Let me just play this a little bit more, and we get to the video. We close out.
The side effects of these drugs. Number one, they all kill brain
Uncle
cells.
Nancy, all of them.
To kill brain cells is to kill life. Yes, you have billions of them, but they can die over time and quite rapidly when you give people drugs, especially babies.
Grandpa Cicero.
Most of these drugs were designed for use on who? Adults. Nobody under 18 was ever supposed to be given one. But a few years ago, the Umar Abdullah Johnson, from a certain sex. Let me get sex parent. Let me give you an example. You got a boy who never seen his mother in his life. Because of that, he might grow up hating women. Although he hates the fact that this happened, there's like a paradox in the mind that he still searches it out. He hates.
He's still on some bullshit, but anyway. So it says from the UNIA, and if that's the case, then that would mean that this video has to be from 2005, 2004, 2003. And that will be more consistent with what he says in the video, because he talks about how he's still a school psychologist. Okay. The thing is, though, with Umar, he lies so much, there's no telling. This video may have been in 2008 when it was actually recorded. It comes online later, but it could have been recorded in 2008. But he still claims to be part of the UNIA. Again, I reached out to someone who would know this information, and I'm waiting for them to reply. And as soon as I get that information, either I'll talk with you guys about it, or I'll save it for if I do this documentary and I'll reveal it then. But there's been so much that I found out about this guy, incredible stuff that I did not know about, and it just keeps going. Thanks for becoming a member. I'm a Chef Bryce. I am Chef Bryce. Yeah, get that cooking on. Get that cooking on. I'm hungry right now. I need to get me something to eat. But let's start winding this down. Thank you all again for tuning on in. Thanks to everyone inside the Cookie Crush chat. Also, thanks to the mods for handling business. Everyone who sent in super chats, if you send in cash, that's PayPal. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let's get back to the video. We're already halfway through, so we shouldn't be here that much longer. Here we go.
African queens. We're my walnut glazed African queens.
Oh my God.
We're my deep dark chocolate fudge African queens. We're my cinnamon African queens.
Cinnamon African.
And African queens, please put on some shea butter. There's nothing worse than seeing a fine sister ashy as hell. There's nothing worse than seeing a fine sister ashy as hell. I said there's nothing worse than seeing a beautiful African queen, but ashy as hell. Sisters, can y'all please carry some shea butter, some cocoa butter, some almond butter? I don't give a damn if you need to carry a bottle of Crisco butter out the supermarket. You get you some Crisco butter. There's nothing worse than a 5'5", thick in the thigh, fine-ass sister and ashy as hell. Ashy legs, ashy arms, ashy knees, ashy ankles, ashy Cinnabons.
What? Now, there is some debate about this Cinnabon thing. What exactly is a Cinnabon? Okay. Is it the backside? Is it the... we know what the cookie is, okay? But I'm more inclined to say that it's the backside. So what he's saying is that these women got ashy. Let me stop. I was gonna say I ain't gonna do that. Buttocks, okay, ashy buttocks. That's what I'm saying. This guy is. That's what I think he talk about. That he says ashy. Okay, freak off 1, 2, 3. Yeah, beautiful. But he has no clue. He don't need to be talking. He really don't. I don't know. I think it's just him being disrespectful. I don't see that. I just don't. I don't know what he's talking about. He's a sick person. Yeah, rump. Mm-hmm. Someone said he's just a man. Yeah, that's what I think it is. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. This is going to be the y'all's principal: history teacher, psychologist, bus driver, financial advisor, and the FDMG master. That's y'all principal. Yeah, that's what so we're in the consensus on this. It's the backside. Okay. So why? All right, let's keep going. All right. Yeah, yams. Okay, there we go. All right. We got it. Okay, here we go.
Ladies, please make sure you grease up. Oh, God.
Here we go.
Costa Rica. I love Costa Rica, y'all. I'm having a conference.
No,
I'm bringing 24 American Africans with me to Costa Rica so we can reason, build, and organize with our Costa Rican African brothers and sisters.
Not going to happen.
Coconut oil queens. Coconut oil, shea butter, almond butter. She said, I can rub cocoa, but dog mom, is that a black sister? Is that a black sister? Dog mom, that sounds more Neanderthalish. I don't know. Is that a black sister calling herself dog mom? That sounds a little Caucasian to me. No disrespect to Neanderthal nation, but dog moms, I don't come across too many black women who call themselves dog moms. I don't know. Or is that a snow bunny trying to trap me again?
There we go.
Or is that a snow bunny trying to trap me again? Oh, she said, yes, I'm black. Okay, I apologize. You said you want me to come rub cocoa butter on you?
Here we go.
Come rub some cocoa butter on you, my sister? Are you curvy though? I can't rub cocoa butter on you if you're not curvy, because that's going to be the same as washing the chalkboard. If you ain't got no curves and I rub cocoa butter, that's like washing the chalkboard. That's like painting the wall. That's like wiping off the dry erase board. I'm not into that. No. I'm sorry. I love my skinny queen. Shout out to the skinny African queens. I love y'all.
God, he is. He's a homeless freak. Freak off Central. Yeah, well, he said he was telling black people they need to go to the DNC, which is going on right now. Where he at? He ain't up there. I heard his daddy up there. He probably walked all the way. Let me stop. Because you know Jamal be walking. Said, Jamal, don't do that. I said, Jamal, you ain't got to walk from Philly to San Francisco. Don't do that, man. Just catch a flight. Then no, I'm gonna go ahead and walk. I'm just playing. I couldn't do it. He in better shape than I am, so I shouldn't be talking. But he loved to walk. That's one thing. Umar don't like to, but his daddy be walking. That's one thing his daddy could say, I can walk, family. I know my son ain't shit, but I can walk. I'm just playing. I'm taking it too far. I apologize. It's funny though, but I shouldn't do that. Don't bring up Umar. Don't bring up my son Umar, okay? But I can walk. All right, let's keep going. Here we go.
I love my skinny African queens, and there's some good brothers for my skinny African queens. I'm just not one of them, but I love y'all.
Yeah.
I need curves. No disrespect. I only have one bias. That's my only bias, my ladies. I got two biases.
Okay.
Your hair need to be natural.
Here we go.
And your body need to be curvy.
Here we go. 3
biases, and your mind need to be conscious.
Okay.
Your hair need to be natural. Your body need to be curvy.
Who are you dealing with that stripper? She had the weed.
And most importantly, your hair needs to be natural. I said your mind needs to be conscious. Your mind needs to be conscious. Your body needs to be curvy. And
he be walking everywhere. Sometimes he'll walk. He don't even plan ahead. He's supposed to go to New Orleans. He's supposed to go to LA. He's supposed to go to Chicago. You know, he'll walk from Philly to New Orleans, back to Philly. Then he go to California. Then he go from California to Chicago. He just like to walk. He don't care. And he says, Umar's biases keep going up. He sweat large. Yeah, he do be greasy. I ain't gonna lie. Umar be greasy. Stop. Casa, you're a bad influence on me. Okay, let me cut it out. But he do be sweaty. He be sweating if that lard start coming out. All right. All right, here we go.
Your hair needs to be natural. Shout out to the skinny queens. I love y'all though. Shout out to all the extra thin queens. I love my extra thin model size queens.
Okay.
I love my extra thin model size queens. I have no skin color preference. I am not a light skin supremacist or dark skin supremacist. I am not a light skin supremacist or dark skin supremacist. While my hair's so nappy, I'm happy to be nappy, my brother. I hope that wasn't an insult, because it really was a compliment, good brother. I hope that wasn't an insult, because that's how stupid you Negropeans are.
Here you go.
The brother thought he was insulting me by calling me nappy. You don't know I'm king of happy to be nappy, my brother. You don't know that I am the king of the happy to be nappy movement. You thought you was insulting me, and all you did was pay me a compliment. See, that's what's wrong with you low vibration, testosterone deficient, snow bunny loving beta males.
Okay, look at this.
Boy goes to on his way to becoming an adult.
See, this is all sourced from the happily natural day. He turns that into happy to be nappy, and he runs with it. What, 20 years later? He's still running with it. That's crazy. And Umar's a trip.
That's what's wrong, man, good brother. I hope that wasn't an insult, because that's how stupid you Negropeans are. The brother thought he was insulting me by calling me nappy. You don't know I'm king of happy to be nappy, my brother. You don't know that I am the king of the happy to be nappy movement. You thought you was insulting me, and all you did was pay me a compliment. See, that's what's wrong with you low vibration, testosterone deficient, snow bunny loving beta males. That's what's wrong with you. Low vibration, testosterone deficient, snow bunny loving beta males. Lord have mercy. I'm exhausted, y'all. I gave Garvey Day all I had today, brothers and sisters. I gave Garvey Day. How can I be a better ally to the black community as a Cuban American? Are you a Caucasian Cuban American, or are you a Cuban American African? Are you a Caucasian Cuban American, or are you a Cuban American African, my brother? Cuban is a nationality. What is your race? Puerto Rican is a nationality. What is your race? Dominican is a nationality. What is your race? American is a nationality.
Yeah, you're right about that.
What is your race? Yeah, Costa Rica is a nationality. What is your race? Or you just a plain old Caucasian, okay? No disrespect to you.
Yeah,
at least she was honest. She said she's just a plain old Caucasian. Much respect to the Snow Bunny Nation. I don't hate y'all snow bunnies. I'm just trying to keep the black family together.
Yeah.
I don't hate you snow bunnies. I'm just trying to keep.
Yeah, but what I'm referencing is that if you go back even to 2005, this organization would bring him out to speak.
White man in blackface. The principles in the.
Hold on one second. You guys can research this too on your own time. Yeah, it's not. Oh, here it is right here. Happily Natural Day.
Rich off of drugs. You have to.
Yeah, you guys can research when you have some time. I've been looking into it because I'm doing this research on the Umar is way back in the day.
Black family together. I ain't got no hate in my heart for the bunny hop. Excuse me, for the snow bunny. I got a big problem with the bunny hop. No issue with the snow bunny. I wish you well. And you can have all the low vibrational, testosterone deficient, self-hating African brothers. Y'all can have them. Y'all can have them. Snow bunnies, you can have the low frequency, low vibration, testosterone deficient beta males in the black community. Y'all can have them. Y'all can have them. Y'all can have them. Come to Philly. I live in Philly. Tamara Rose. Come to Philly. I live in Philly. Tamara Rose. I got a half-white baby on the way. What should I do? Put your house, your car, and your money in your mama name. That's what you do, you fool, for getting a bunny pregnant. He said, what should he do? He about to have a baby with a bunny. Put your car, your house, and your money in your mama name. Because when that snow bunny get tired of your ass, when that snow bunny get tired of your simp ass, guess what she gonna do? Guess what the snow bunny gonna do when she get tired of you? Oh yes, snow bunnies do not play. Snow bunnies come for everything. They want the house, they want the car, they want the retirement money, they want your old Air Jordans, they want your fake gold chains. Snow bunnies do not play. Snow bunnies do not play. Snow bunnies want everything you got. They'll take the fake Rolex. Snow bunnies ain't playing. They're going to clean your ass out. Keep on messing with them bunnies. Snow bunnies. One thing you got to say about the snow bunnies, when they done with a Negro male, when the snow bunny is done with a Negro male, she cleans his ass out. Go ask Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods made that woman a billionaire because he got some side. Tiger Woods made that snow bunny a billionaire because he got some side.
Some what?
Tiger.
It doesn't. What did he say right there? Anybody know? It won't. Because he got some what?
Because he got some side. Tiger Woods made that woman a billionaire. Them snow bunnies don't play. Y'all talking about the snow bunnies when they done with a Negro male? When the snow bunny is done with a Negro male, she cleans his ass out. Go ask Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods made that woman a billionaire because he got some side. Tiger Woods made that snow bunny a billionaire because he got some side.
What in the world is going on? Is that what he said? Yeah, you're right about that information, man. That's all he focuses on. The P word? No way. He didn't say that, did he? I don't have the written. Anybody know what the original video of this is on? Is that? That ain't God's little princess. You ain't got to say it like that. Why you say it like that? Hold on, let me try one more time. Umar, man, you tripping. He done lost.
Thing you got. They'll take the fake Rolex. Snow bunnies ain't playing. They're gonna clean your ass out. Keep on messing with them bunnies. Snow bunnies. One thing you got to say about the snow bunnies, when they done with a Negro male, when the snow bunny is done with a Negro male, she cleans his ass out. Go ask Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods made that woman a billionaire because he got some side.
Yeah, that's what it looked like. He's saying the C one.
Go ask Tiger Woods. Tiger Woods made that woman a billionaire because he got some side.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Wow, this guy, he's so out of it. I don't even know what to say with this guy.
Tiger Woods made that snow bunny a billionaire because he got some side.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Tiger Woods made that woman a billionaire. Them snow bunnies don't play. Y'all talking about the sisters as the gold diggers. The sisters don't be getting no money like that. They don't let the sisters clean y'all clock the way they let the snow bunnies clean y'all clock. They don't let black women clean y'all clock the way them snow bunnies clean y'all clock. You drop your nappy head queen for a snow bunny? We snatching your melanin, you goofball. We snatching your melanin, goofball. We snatching your melanin, goofball. I love a nappy head queen. Y'all brothers don't know what y'all missing with a nappy head queen. You can grab that head, boy. Ain't nothing like a nappy head queen.
There you go.
I'm not even going to pay attention to them. I'm not even going to, you know, they have demons in them. I'm not going to deal with them. I'm not even going to deal with them tonight. Some of y'all think the only way we can heal is...
The music came on. I don't know where this video is from. Someone sent me a link, not a link to it, but where did I get this one from? Because this isn't the original. No, I think I got it on, they sent me a link to, I think it's on King Kong Consciousness, but I don't have the original video. And that would have shown whatever else he said. But I'm pretty sure that is what he said. That's Umar. Okay, before we close out, I want to show something because James sent this to me. And just for you guys to see here real quick. Let's take
New York, come out. We have jobs for you. Good jobs. With the City of Philadelphia Police Department. Well, we are here. Yes, faithful. So come on out and support N1 in the house, North Philly in the house, Dr. Umar Johnson in the house, Sham in the house. Come on out and support. Mount Airy.
One love. One love.
Oh, this is another one right here. Like
Thank you.
He do the Strawberry Mansion United. That's the foundation right here.
Oh man, strong.
Yeah.
Puff and Wink. I grew up with him.
Oh man, yes sir, yes sir.
I think the town with Road.
Yes sir. Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow, small world.
Yeah.
Small world.
Love you, bro.
Likewise. Likewise. Let me know what I can do.
All right, no doubt about it. Ken, I'm Ken.
Yeah.
Hey.
Right though.
You all right?
Right though.
I'm good.
I got you on live. Talk to the
Yeah.
people. What you got going on?
man, what we got
Let me
going
flip you
on?
around. Hold on.
Sponsor like water or something.
There you go.
We got going on here, man. We got a community basketball United. We out here. My Instagram. We doing it much bigger. We gonna
Yeah, my moved in. My grandfather wanted this area right here, 32nd and York. Strawberry Mansion tonight.
We're out here with jobs. We own properties in this area. We're trying to make this a community. I got 667 945.
Philly, baby. North Philly for life.
text me my phone died.
North Philly, baby. North Philly.
Look at this guy's fingernails. What in the world is going on? That's what someone sent me. James sent me a screenshot of this, but then I said, "You got the original video?" And he sent that to me, and that's this right here. Y'all see this? I can't call it. I'm sorry. That's beyond me. He got the nerve to be sitting up in here in these hotel rooms talking all this madness about other people. And I've heard him talk hygiene about women and about the cookies and all this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I don't know what this is right here. I can't call it. I don't have no words. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get this sent out to. Yeah, let's close out right here. Hold on 1 second. Charter report. Oh, goodness. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Someone says, is it dirt or bruise? It looks like it's both, actually. I don't know what's going on. I can't call that. I've seen this before, though. I've actually seen this before on one of his pinkies. I don't know. I just gotta keep. Let's just go for it. Let's go away. We just gotta go away from it. I don't know what to say. That video was. I can't remember what year that was. I forgot to actually. Yeah, let me find out. And then we'll close out. I'm gonna make sure I have my time. I'm always big on timelines. So I gotta make sure I have this, even if I just archive it in my mind. Poor Umar. You got everything to say about everybody else, but here we go. Let me look and see. This was on his Instagram page. Yeah, this is from 2023, August 5th, 2023. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Your kids will see this. It's true. It's truly unfortunate, but it is what it is. Okay, Umar, you got to take better care of yourself. Again, we showed the video from back in the day.
Very, very careful about that. But anyhow, what the United States government said in the man.
And then we showed the video from, sadly, from just a few days ago.
Where my sentiment African queens.
Yeah. It's a cautionary tale. That's the one thing about Umar, is that there's lessons that we can learn about life from, seeing him degrade in this way. And what you Umar Johnson followers, to close out, what you guys have to understand is that your support of Umar Johnson, whether it's financial or otherwise, it's actually contributed. I'm not blaming you, but it's contributed to his demise. Any money that you've sent, it's not gone toward, not one penny has gone towards educating Black boys. So you're talking 10 years since St. Paul's school scam, and not one Black boy has been educated, but he's still collecting money for a school that does not exist. Where's that money going? Well, it's going towards Umar Johnson destroying himself, his self-destructive lifestyle. So we can look at the video from back in the day, and then we look at a video from a couple of days ago, and it's very apparent to me that he has some serious issues. And we can't just say that it's because he's older. Okay, no, that's not it. That's part. Let me because that's part of it. But understand that he has been involved in some very destructive, personally destructive behaviors for a long time now, and it always catches up to people. Umar, if you haven't seen this video, man, you need to get help. I've been trying to tell you for a long time. You need to get yourself the proper help and get yourself on the right path, because time is short, the clock is ticking, and it's never too late. And it's just sad to see you degrade to where you're at, where now you're in hotel, motel rooms, thirsty, basically begging for cooch. Now, there's more than life than that. I guarantee you that. Okay. All right, I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. I'll leave it at here. I won't do an outro video. If you did not check out the video that we did earlier today, make sure you take some time to check that out. Also, tomorrow, I'll be back during the day with another live stream. We got to get caught up on Umar. We'll probably get into the video where he's going at Kamala. I always say it that way. I apologize. Okay. The vice president. And we'll probably get to that. And then maybe we'll get into the Steve Harvey situation that's starting to pop off. See, if Umar had access to his Instagram page, because he said he's been banned up until I think the 28th, he would be on there going back and forth because he wants the attention. But because he can't go live, I'm sure he's just chomping at the bit. He's waiting so that to the point where he can get back on the internet, and he's going to go at Steve Harvey. I guarantee you, and it'll turn into something unnecessary because Umar is a drama king and he wants the attention. Okay, he always wants attention, good or bad. It makes him feel important. It makes him feel special, and it makes him feel relevant. Meanwhile, he's out here homeless, and winter is coming. One last thing I want to tell y'all. As I've been going through these older Umar Johnson videos, you hear him say things about how he doesn't like the cold. And I never saw these videos, but I can tell based upon how he behaves when we get to close to wintertime. He starts to try to go down south. He tries to get venues and get speaking engagements where it's warm. And if you guys go back and watch these earlier videos, and I'm archiving these, you'll hear him say things like, you know, I don't like the cold. I don't like the snow. You know, I remember one time, and I kid you not, there was a fan that was blowing on him. They put it up there because he was a speaker and they wanted to keep him cool. And you should see how he reacted to that. He didn't even want the fan blowing on him. And he told him that they need to move it and they need to turn it towards the audience because he didn't want he didn't want to deal with the cold. That's what he perceives it as. It's really interesting with this guy. Really interesting. All right. Thank you all so much for tuning on in. Everyone inside the Cookie Crush chat, thank you for being here. Everyone who sent in super chats, thank you so much. I appreciate it. If you sent in Cash Apps or PayPal, I appreciate that as well. Oh, hold on one second. I had searched about 6. Okay. All right. All right. Yeah, this is cool. I may have some more information coming if I do decide to do this documentary part 2. Okay. Thank you all again. Please enjoy the rest of your evening. Again, we'll be back tomorrow. And I want to thank everyone for tuning on in. Cookie Crush chat is undefeated. I'll talk with y'all soon. All right. Take care. Peace.